And once again, just me going over some trades. I'm on the GU 240 trying to take a look at what is it that I see. Where can I place my trade? Do I see a harmonic pattern? Clearly, what are we in? Are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? Well, technically, from this area here, we are in a downtrend. We have come up, we have retested the previous low, and we have dropped. We have made a lower low. This was a higher low. We have broken this and now created a lower low. So this is a valid place here as well. So now we're in between these two areas right here. If we break this low, most likely we're coming down to here and possibly even here. So this is just kind of basic structure. Being that we have not broken this low here, we can always still draw a trend line this way and say we are still in an uptrend. Once we break this trend line here, we are showing signs of bearish movement still. If I want to draw out harmonics, what I see here looks like I see a shark. You see one huge impulse move up, one down, one up, one down. So in an overall scheme, we could have a major harmonic pattern in play, and we can always just see what it could possibly be. A harmonic pattern has to meet the 382 at least. I'm looking at probably a 61.8, maybe a 707. Okay, 707. And when I see a 707, I still look at it as the range of a 61.8 because it hasn't gotten close to a 786, which is quite a distance for a butterfly. So from a 61.8 perspective, we have the X, we have the A, we have the B, 70.7. We want to find our C leg. You want to measure from A to B. I use the wick here, and we're looking at probably a 50. Yeah, it's pretty close to a 50. A 38.2 would be too low. So we're going to use a 50. Doesn't really matter because as long as it has a 38.2 to 88.6 measurement. So we have a 61.8, a 50, a Gartley ends at a 78.6, actually, to be honest with you. But I may not be too sure on that one. So let me just take a look at my nifty sheet. And my Gartley ends with a 786. And we use an ABA extension for a level of confluence. So A, B, hey, we're looking for 127. And let's see where we end up at. So this right here would be our potential reversal zone in this area. I like to make this a green color. The 272 shows a level of structure here, so I'm liking this for my take profit area. This pattern would look like this on the larger scale. X, A, B, C, D. But most likely it can come down into here. Although these are both levels of support. This is a big PRZ zone, personally for me. So that's a pattern I have for this one. I'll leave it sitting here for a while so that way you can see it, and then I'm going to erase it and see what other pattern we may have as well. Because with harmonics, you can always find multiple patterns in one. Once this B leg is broken here, We can look in this area for, look at this, it's going to be, if it comes down to the 886, it'll be perfect. Maybe somewhere in here. So this is a Gartley. So I'm going to remove that, see what we have. Remove all of this. Okay, so we're still in between this structure right here. Do we see another pattern? Perhaps. Since this high was broken, this is a nice impulse leg. We're looking for a minimum of a 382. Let's see what we have. A 382. We have a 382. We also have a high that is broken, so we're going to need an extension tool to see where this ends up at, and we'll just start from the initial low, initial high, back down into its origin. 12172 and 1618. Boom, 1618. So 382 and 1618, we're looking at most likely a shark pattern, and the shark ends at an 886. So we have an 886 right here, which comes down in this area. We'll do an ABA for a level of confluence. So it'll be A, B, A, and we have either a 618 or a 224. 618 and 886 is too far away, so we're looking at a 224, which is perfect. Let's make this red. It's showing a little bit of difference there. So we have this shark pattern, a bullish shark pattern. It seems like we are in the making. See? And 886. Right there. Our B leg has been broken. Usually when our B leg is broken, it shows us that our harmonic pattern is being validated. Once this trend line is broken, I will wait for the trend line break, retest, come down all the way into this level here, or you can wait for this level to be broken, retest, and down here, or you can simply wait for the price to come and hit this area and give us a buying signal. We already know that once this area is broken, we definitely are in a downtrend. So what could possibly happen? What could possibly happen? Because since our take profits would be from it's C to D, C to D, and let's put it on 886. Price should come back up to the 50, 3250, and it's 61.8. So it could be a reversal, and it would still be above this low here, so it will be a continuation pattern to the upside. So that's what I see for this particular pair. If you're swing trading, you notice I'm always doing it on a time level or time frame of 240 and above, because you get more pips involved in that. Let's see if I see anything else in this particular area right here. My 886 lines up with structure on both areas here. Let me see what my BC would be. My BC, did it come down this far? I'm just playing around, just seeing what 1618. Let's see, 272. I think it's a minimum of 1618 is the BC leg. So we actually come all the way down to the actual A point. As long as it doesn't close up below it, this pattern will still be valid. In reference to that, we just take that off. So actually, I like this pattern better than the other one. It seems to have more levels of confluence. You know, if this time is coming up, it's made a lower high. It has reached the trend line. It's one hit. We have 2 hits. We have 3 hits. And we have the last kiss goodbye. Now the question is, what's going to happen? It's probably going to take off, make and stop like around here somewhere. And we can look at some levels of structure to see what's the possibilities up in this area right here. It could even come all the way back into the 886 possibly. So if it doesn't break this trend line, we're taking a sell if it breaks this trend line. If it doesn't break this trend line, which it looks like it's rejecting here, as you can see, it's probably going to make a higher low and then come all the way down to complete this pattern. We're looking at here, it already respected, already came back to retest here. We have 1, 2, 3 taps here. So rejection at this level, which is about the 50%. So it may come back up to the 38.2, which is also a level of structure, a level of previous resistance. At the 38.2, we'll turn this one red, make a difference. So previous resistance turned support. It respected it here and respected it here, so it's probably going to test it as a level of newfound resistance here and then drop. So it's safe to say that we could probably put our pending limit. I will put let me put a pending limit, a sell limit here. I'll put a sell limit here. I always use between 25 and 30 pips as my stop loss. And my take profit, I will put it down, bring it down to the 886. Like I said, because we've broken our B point here and came back down, I'm pretty confident that this harmonic pattern is going to play out. What I'll do to make this look a little cleaner, we can take up all these other harmonic ratios, these Fibonacci ratios, because we don't need them. So again, and what I'll do, I'll take that off for now too. Oops, excuse me. I hate when that happens. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at right now. This is my 50 EMA, SMA actually, and this is a 20 SMA as well. I use them in confluence for my support and resistance, my dynamic support and resistance. Being that price is below both of them, we definitely are in a bearish trend. My blue has crossed over my aqua, confluence in that area as well. So we're going to get some pullback up into this area, I believe, and then we're going to drop down, drop, retest, drop, retest, hit this, and then we're going to see what happens. Will this harmonic hold? Will it fail? Don't know, but I'm still in that C range going to the D, which is, I've been told, the safest way to trade a harmonic. Once I get to the D, I'll look for buying opportunities, and I may even call a signal for you guys, for myself as well, if you guys want to end up taking this trade. So that's where I am on this pair right here. Hope you enjoyed it. You have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Facebook. I do one-on-ones. You let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.